We have a lot of work to do right now, but we're going slow. This morning was full of difficulty, really. The difficulty was I woke up what I think was gaslighting myself, targeting myself. Woke up targeting myself, fabulating. So there's something that, whoa, wow, okay, that's really low. So we're gonna aim the camera down. And we're gonna actually bring the microphone a little bit closer. And that should be even closer. Now, if you think my OCD doesn't like the bend on this stick, you'd be correct. But anyway, I did my hair, so you can see that, in spite of having what I think were confabulations. So a confabulation is something where you just make up some bullshit and you believe it. And you have some kind of emotional reason for it, like you have low self-esteem and you want to be important or something. So anyway, in the height of my trauma, I confabulated things, and it had been proven to me one time that I had confabulated. I went back and I saw the evidence, and I said, you've been thinking something totally different about this, and you've been suffering on that. And then I confabulated on something else where I've not went back to see the evidence, but I think it's a confabulation. And there wouldn't be any, there wouldn't be any way I could, and I wouldn't anyway. And because you don't want to brag about your problems. At some point, it's like, get over it. You can't just tell someone to get over it unless you can. Some people can't get over it, but some people can. And if you can, get over it right now. Otherwise, you're just pretending to be a beginner. You're just pretending to be a beginner. Like you're a winner. I mean, Yakumi is deep from Little Dragon. Hope is going in the bathroom. I don't know what. They haven't pieced together. They could just take the toilet paper off the roll. Every other kind of toilet paper, if you leave paper out, they eat paper and they eat toilet paper. And I think there was a woman who just walked by with a dog that another time they had that same kind of dog off the leash with a German Shepherd that they attacked on me. And it didn't bite me, but it was scary. And I think it may not have bitten me because of my reaction. I think it could have been a biting dog. So they just had someone with that dog, but not the German Shepherd, the other one, the Beethoven dog, walk by. And I almost could have heard her say, and we'll go on Kenneth now, which is the street that leads to the trails where I got attacked by that German Shepherd. And then when my mom was walking these dogs, they had someone throw a tennis ball at them with a golden retriever, which is a common gang stalker dog for a local coven, I guess it would be called here. And it was as if to say, we can have someone attack your dogs. If you keep your dogs on a leash, we can have someone with an aggressive dog get in a fight with your dogs. And it'll be our fault, and who cares? Because we won't get in trouble because we have the law on our side. And I'm like, all I have is a camera, and I actually feel safe with that. And they're like, oh, you can't protect yourself. There's no way you could ever see it coming, no matter what we're going to do to you. And it's like, okay. Yeah, it's really scary, dude. It is actually really scary. And sometimes I think I confabulate because of that, or maybe I have narcissism issues. I was talking about this last night on Quora, that they probably gang stalk a lot of mentally ill people. There's probably actual schizophrenics, and you could argue that mental illness doesn't exist and it's just a symptom of being abused. And so you could already say, well, already schizophrenia is just a symptom of being abused. But supposing it was its own thing, like you're born with it or something, which I don't believe. I think it is actually made. But just going by the framework of the people who made it, if you did have schizophrenia, the gang stalkers would target you because you would be more likely candidate to give them more government kickbacks. Like you'll go through the health system, you'll go through the prison system. All of these things are making the government richer because they say we're going to print money and inflate money to make this, but we're not going to change the laws that increase your wage. So we're going to devalue the money by making these things that we like that help us keep control. And we're going to make you poor to do that. And the more poor we make you, it's double effect that you're also more under control. And we'll even make you participate in it so that you feel guilty. And once you feel guilty, then you've lost your soul, and then you don't think you're worth anything, and that just becomes normal, and you live like that for so many years that you forget that you used to be someone else. And at that point, you'll be so invested in it that you'll even confabulate to keep up your bad image of yourself, because you've truly put so much into it that you can't let go of it. Like, there are people, I've heard, at least one woman, she said, I know everything I learned in church was brainwashing now, but Jesus is a part of my heart. I know it was just make-believe and just fairy tales and some weird creep writing a story to control people. I totally get it. I'm deprogrammed, but Jesus still lives in my heart. And it's like, what do I do? Like, is this crazy? And Osho was like, no, like, keep your love for Jesus. So I'm pretty nervous sometimes because I often don't confabulate when I'm high. And a lot of what life is about is getting used to whatever frequency you're on or whatever personality you've upgraded to. And so if you go to super high personality, then you get down afterwards, and it's actually hard to get back to your higher personality because you get stuck on a low personality, and the longer you get stuck in it, the more it's impossible to get out of it. And so there's an urgency. And I've held on to that urgency with emergency status. I've held on to it with a vague intent that I hadn't come to terms with, that the longer you don't do this, the more impossible it's going to be to do it, and the more you're going to forget that it's even a real thing, and you take for granted that you'll never forget, and you know it's a real thing, and you're never going to get away from this ever. And after a while, when the urgency goes away, I'm like, well, I'm doing well, but I may not be doing well. I may have just confabulated for so long that I got used to it. Like, well, I'm a bad person and I hate myself, and that's exactly what people like. And so I feel like I'm proving my slavery to the establishment by hating myself as I get destroyed. And everyone who destroys me is working with me to destroy myself, and I'm cooperating and doing what the beast says, and it's great. Yeah, I'm punishing myself too now. It's fun. I love it. I thought that they'd be nice to me when I hurt myself, but I realized I hurt myself, so it's only logical that they'd hurt me too. So we do it together now, and now I like it. And it's like, how do you like that? And it's like, because I don't, but I'm insane and I just wear this face now. You know, it's fucked up. It's like people can pretend. It's really like people can go through surgery without anesthesia if they're hypnotized. It's like they're hypnotizing themselves to not feel the emotional pain of being horrifying or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's too harsh. But maybe this gag stalker wasn't even saying, we'll have to go on Kenneth now. I thought I heard that, but I wasn't sure. So no offense to that woman if she or anyone who knows her sees this. I really don't know what she said. I could have just been hearing things. I certainly would have been primed to hear something like that. And but what was bothering me really, like I was nice to her too. And some people say you're not supposed to do that. Like when someone sends you bad energy, you're supposed to ignore them. And if you're nice to them, it actually blesses them. And it gives them your power, and you feel dirty then for the rest of the day. And you feel humiliated, like you lost your boundaries, and also like you asked them for their approval. And also like you're a liar, because really what you wanted to do was tell them, fuck off or something. You know how you would have in a rant. When you rant when you do some writing and you rant about how bad the gang stalking is, but in person you'd always just be nice to the gang stalkers. And really, you'd like to rant at them sometimes. You'd like to say, how dare you, and you should be ashamed of yourself, and leave me alone. And instead you're just like, oh, hello, really happy to see you. Hey, say hi anytime. But to me, it didn't mean that. I was like, even if I did hear her say that, the Kenneth comment, just hypothetically, even if I heard that, even if that actually happened, I still would be nice. Because I don't even pay attention when I talk to people anyway. I don't know, like, what does it even matter? I just go into robot mode, like, it doesn't even, I'm not even there. I'm thinking about, am I confabulating? I mean, it's rare that I turn off to listen, but I've done it. But when I'm not listening, why not just be friendly all the time? I mean, is that cowardly? Some people probably say it is. But what if it doesn't matter to me? What if I just don't even care? Like, okay, you're doing a sign or something. You're doing a sign, and I'm like, I really don't even care. I'm not even paying attention to that. So why would I? Why am I what? I don't know. So cold? Because people don't say anything at all? Everything is like is that negative thinking? That people don't say anything at all. That they're just talking in slogans. They're just reading off a script. They're not saying anything at all. So why would you even pay attention to it? I mean, aren't they liars? So why trust anything they say? Why trust even a single word? But then there's something that you can't fake, and so you could read their vibes. Now, some would say that's not safe, because that's true. You can read their vibes, but they could switch into a different personality. And they might be an expert at switching into a bad personality that mimics their good personality. They might have spent their whole life doing nothing else than that. And they genuinely flip from one to the other. And you might not see it. You might say you're so awakened and spiritual, but you might not see it. You might not be looking for it. It might be right in front of you, and you don't even realize that you're like, whoa, wait a second, what the fuck did you do that for? I thought you were someone who could never do that. Well, I don't trust that kind of way anymore. To me, if you are really bad and then I get good, oh my God, oh, and then I get good vibes from you, and then someone else has always been really good, but then I get bad vibes, I'll trust the bad person who has good vibes. Like there's no credit. Like the last note we leave off on is the last note that I remember you and feel about you. But most people, I don't even go into that realm of noticing them and like, oh, hello, how, it's very rare. There are only like 5 or 6 people I like. I haven't counted, and I just instantly know when I like someone. It's like there's someone there. There's someone there behind their eyes. They're not just a drone or something. Now, could there be non-drones? I feel bad a little bit. Could there be non-drones who I'm just not aware of? Yeah. Yeah, I don't even pay attention to people anymore. But if I pay attention, then I'll know instantly whether whether I like you. And the only reason I'm going to pay attention to you is if you're going to be a recurring person in my life. That's a stressful thing for me. What I've learned to do is just treat recurring people in my life like family. Just don't pick up when they call, don't talk to them. And if you have to, just talk to them like you're talking to a judge. And, just be very brief with everything you say. And because obviously they hate you, and the more they see that you're having a good life and just being able to talk freely, the more they're going to want to destroy you. Okay, and that's a joke, of course. I do need to say I have good relationship with family because I talk like that, and it's actually great. Well, I really don't know what to listen to. There is a song I want. It's called The Perfect Girl. And I can listen to it again. I couldn't listen to it for a while because it was my song with Marina. And so once you confabulate against yourself, you're lost. Like, you're so gone. And I know because I'm pretty sure I do it on myself. But I can't get 100% sure. Sometimes I'm 100% sure. I think I have different personalities that come out when I'm smoking weed. But not like a diagnosable clinical condition or something. More just like different personality aspects start happening when I'm high. But that's very natural and a result of not confabulating. It's like the weight has been lifted and now I'm free to grow in different directions, make mistakes, get a little too eccentric here, be a little too emotional there. And I learned my boundaries through tiny mistakes and course corrections. And that's wonderful. That's a part of life. And the dominator, oppressor, culture voice that lives inside of me that serves the devil and wants me to harm myself. Okay, I don't mean like self-harm like in a clinical way, but I mean in an emotional way. It says, be a bad person and you get rewarded somehow. You get respect or something. I don't even know. it's funny because you actually don't get rewarded. When you take the bad deal, it actually fucks you over. Like, you actually don't get rewarded and you get punished. And it's really not good. And I think therapy is just a continuation and a propagation of that. It's just there to console you and make you retarded and say, okay, your totally fucked up self is totally normal and you should be able to brag that you get someone to listen to you now. Okay, the dogs might freak. There's a male woman. Okay. No. Okay, stop. Don't do that. No, don't do that. You shut up. Look out the door. Actually, that's not going to make you stop barking. Shut up. You be quiet. Faith, get off the couch. Don't go on the couch. I have my camera here on the couch. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come get a cookie. You want a cookie? Come get a cookie. Come on. Faith, come get a cookie. Faith, come get a cookie. Come on. Here. I feel like I'm rewarding them for Don't, Faith! Don't. She's on the couch. And the camera is balancing on the couch with a candle on it. Faith, stop it. Stop. Come here. Sparky, come here. Sparky, there's no one here. It was the mailman. The mail woman. That'd be I don't know if that would be tough to be a mailman. They're finally getting these things for the garbage cans to make the machine take the garbage can to the truck instead of the worker doing it. I think that's a really good idea. No one should have to lift like that. Like that's absurd when we have hydraulics. That's a horrifying humiliation ritual. And so anyways, well, it's not like, oh, you're close to garbage. It's not like that. It's like you could have a machine, like that's like slave work. Like that's like really hard work. And I've lifted boxes as a job and like up to 50 pounds and it's really hard work. And all the workers take painkillers. Like, okay, time to take lunch. Here's some painkillers. Like, it's just normal. I mean, you have to have really perfect posture. And there were those rare freaky type people. Like there was a guy he probably was a bodybuilder. He was really good looking. He was buying a Nissan GTR. And, he looked like a Latin lover. He looked like this guy, there's no chance of competing with this guy. Like this guy is truly hot. You know what I mean? Have you ever been like that? Like you think you're hot and years go by and you think, well, I had that one person who was really hot and really I am hot. And then you meet someone, you're like, this is a real hot person. And it's cool. Like I'm like in awe. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Like whatever. Like I'll do anything you say. Just tell me I'm good. Please tell me I'm good. You're like the coolest person I've ever seen in my life. He was like, of course he was like one of those people. Of course his personality was like that. Where he's just all smiles, he's easy to talk to, good nature, he's never mean, he's always including you, it's like, yeah, he's the best. Like, I'm safe now, if there's anyone mean, they're not going to be mean when he's here, because he's so cool, and he won't have to show his teeth, he's just fucking muscular, ripped, fucking cool guy. I would have liked to go for a ride in his car. But I like being me better. I'm sure he likes being him better too. I mean, hell is realizing you're, I don't know if I heard this or made this up, but realizing you're where you want to be. And that's kind of like alchemic or something. It's kind of like alchemy, because you don't want to be and I'm just kind of lecturing here. I shouldn't be doing that. But you don't want to be too much. I can't even remember what I'm talking about. I have to get a better song, really, because this song is too much for me. So we got some Alex G, Snot. Okay, very down-to-earth song. Okay, and the dogs are going to start barking. The neighbor is going out of the house, and there's a car pulling in the driveway. A taxi. It's weird when you get high and you lose your patience. You start getting like annoyed while you're high, and you're like, I thought I had the secret weapon to always feel happy now. But you feel it slowly wearing off too. I pretty much ran out of weed. This is like my last one. I don't know what to do, but I don't think I'm gonna eat. Let me just reward you for being bad dogs. Oh my god. Faith. Get off. Okay. Okay, you know what? We're gonna put your leashes on. Because you're acting like a fucking idiot. Hey, Faith. Come on down. Okay, I'm actually afraid. I'm afraid of them right now, a little bit. Because they're like aggressively, well, they're not aggressive, but they're like so excited. They're so excited. Hold on. Okay, come on in the kitchen. Come on, this way. Come on. Let's go over here. This way. Go here. No, go here. Go through there. No, we're not going to the couch. Okay, come on. Okay, just wait. Are they gone? I think they're gone. Okay. Sit down. Okay, this way. Come this way. Come on. Just wait. Oh, sorry, help me. Okay. There's no one here. Okay, here, go over here. Come on over this way. Come on here. Come on. Okay, perfect. Okay, I just wanted to get them on the other side of this cord here. See, I don't know if she's... Faith, get off the couch. Faith, hey, get off the couch. Okay. There's no one even here anymore, and she's still looking out the window. Sparky is full of spark, I'd have to say. Man, that was stressful. Probably fucked up my hair, too. I'm doing an Asian style now. And I look Asian. I can only grow the mustache and the goatee. And then I'm going to have like ponytail and just bangs coming down to the sides, framing my face. Okay, I've considered if Asian food is better than Indian. I've considered that. Obviously, you'd say no. Indian food is the oldest culture in the world. It's like, well, that sounds a little bit intellectual. How do you actually like it? Yeah, butter chicken, vegan butter chicken, amazing. And have I ever doctored up my chana masala, store-bought chana masala? No, but I bet I could actually. Yeah, that would be amazing. So, you are such a bad dog. You're a very bad dog. Hi, doggy. Oh, doggy very fresh. Ooh, doggy very fresh. I mean, I've been loving chow mein noodles. I really, really love chow mein noodles. And I think I'm going to listen to my body more today. I should probably do a Pilates workout. I should probably start water fasting again. Because I've been confabulating. Or I've been not knowing if I'm confabulating. And I've been having dark thoughts about my self-esteem. I've been feeling like a real bad person. And I've been being traumatized by that. And then I've been saying, you're confabulating. You were confabulating then. You're thinking back to a certain memory. But at that time, you were also confabulating. And you're pretending like at that time you weren't. That's how you're confabulating now. You're saying, but I remember it accurately. Yeah, but you were confabulating then too. And that really hurt you. I mean, 9 times out of 10, this is what I've heard, that when a coven and a witch targets you, you're going to get hit with it. And 9 times out of 10, most likely, you think that you're better than other people. And you think you're smarter, and you think you're braver and more courageous and strong. But you'll actually get hit with it too. And when you do, you're going to feel like erased. Like you're going to feel actually erased. And you're going to forget that you're erased right away. And then you're just going to live your life gone. And you'll become a spiritualist or a materialist. You'll go one direction. Probably. Or you'll just kind of hover and nothing matters anyway. Hovering in indifference. Indifference to balance. But still balanced on the periphery. Nothing really essential happening. Not balanced in the middle. Shut up. I mean, we get this stuff called aloo choli because they sell out of Punjabi choli, and that's chana masala. That's the real chana masala. And that's perfect. But this aloo stuff, it's potatoes and chickpeas, and it's too spicy. But if I added butter and milk to that, that would be fucking perfect. Yes, please. And the chana masala is almost perfect as it is. So I wouldn't want to water that down. But I could make amazing chana masala now. Now that I have these packages and know how to just soup them up. So with Indian food, we have chana masala butter chicken. And plus, if I put blanched fried bean curd into the vegan butter chicken, that would be amazing. Plus the naan bread that I make myself, it's amazing. And then the Asians, do we say Viet Thai and Chinese is different? I don't know. I think they do. So we'll say for the Viet Thai, but I mean, they also all call themselves Asian. So should we say Asian cuisine? We have pad thai and chow mein noodles and fried rice. We have 3 things. And is that really all the same thing though? The fried rice is basically the noodles. It's the same kind of spices and seasonings. It's like hoisin, soy sauce. It's all soy saucy kind of stuff. And sweet kind of. Well, so is the butter chicken and chana masala. Those are pretty similar too. So it's hard to say. And then the Italians with pizza. Now that I can make cultured cheese and spaghetti, yeah, they're really good too. Hey, don't do that. Just stop it. Just stop it. I mean, I don't know what to do. I opened the door for her, and I'm like, look, there's no one here. And she acts like it's a trick, like she won't look, or she's afraid to actually see who she's barking at. And, you know, she acts like she's so tough. But when you get near her, she just wags her tail. Like she's always wagging her tail. And she always jumps out first before the other dog. She's always first to go in and first to go out. You know, she's like a sassy drama queen. She's really funny. Yeah. I don't know what they would do with other dogs. Of course, if I ever walked them in an area where they're threatening to have a dog attack them, I would bring a camera. I don't even want to think about it. You know, the ethics of if they threaten to hurt your dogs, what to do. You know why? Because I'm not in a position to even go out. You know, I'm too high. You know, I'm not in that personality. And this is what I think I have in common with the spiritual people, is they say God sends them warnings. And to me, it's like a warning coming from, I don't know where it's coming from, if it's coming from myself or if God exists and I'm getting it from God. I don't know if that exists, where I'm getting it from. But when I think about it, it sounds familiar. I can't say it sounds reasonable, but it sounds like it's coming from some place that knows me better than me. It sounds true, what it says. It's like I'm here from way above you and I'm telling you this and you can't understand it, but you feel it's true. But it's very simple things. It's not like play the lottery and you're going to win. It's like the things that you realistically can expect to happen are going to overwhelm you right now. And you need to take refuge. You need to have some rest time right now, away from any stress. And so if you overdo yourself, it's going to end with you becoming a jerk or, you know, having a breakdown. And so don't just be so arrogant, I guess, to just like run at everything like as if you're indestructible or like as if you're like so resilient. Now I am gonna wipe this snot on my belly because that's the most hygienic thing to do. Okay, I don't have a Kleenex. I don't feel like getting up. You know what, I do have a Kleenex. Yeah, I should probably get in the habit of not well, where else am I gonna put it? And I'm not gonna just not pick my nose if I have the OCD compulsion to, or if I feel like there's something in there. Okay, maybe I have OCD about that. Maybe I just like picking my nose. Maybe I just like wiping my boogers on my stomach. And then they dry and I'm like, what color will this one be? It doesn't really seem very cool on camera. I should probably... Well, I like seeing if I'm bleeding. And what color is my mucus as I'm more healthy? Is it more clear? Like if your snot is green, does that correlate with clear snot or having no snot at all? Having just a clear liquid as a lining on your mucosal tissue? I mean, isn't snot kind of gross? Aren't you like... I guess it's gross, but you could also say, well, there's a lot of variables to snot here. We can study snot. Or, yeah, who knows, maybe... Yeah, I was going to do the dishes today, but I figured I'd give more full attention here. And I actually couldn't do the dishes. I didn't do more full attention with the sake of that. I'm happy I did though. And I was going in like bull in a china shop mode where I was like, I'll just do everything the most efficient way. I'll just do the dishes while I talk, even though I might not be able to do that right now. I'm like so going on about different things in my head that to add one more thing of busyness is just more escapism, and it would be more helpful for me to sit down and channel all my energy into what I'm doing. But I couldn't do the dishes while making the video because my microphone ran out of batteries. So I had to use this microphone, which has different batteries, which are rechargeable, which I love. I have like 8 rechargeable AA batteries and like, I don't know how many, probably 8 AAA batteries that are rechargeable too. And it's really convenient. Like, I actually really appreciate having extra charged batteries. And so ultimately, the thing about water fasting, not eating, getting higher, is I simply break the habit. I break it through the H, and then there's just a bit of it left. And then I break one of the B's. How do you spell habit? 2 B's or 1? I break one of the B's, and then it's just bit left. Just 1 bit. And then I break the B, but it is still left. I mean, I heard that from Osho. And, but I think he may have heard it from someone else. Or something else. He heard it from habit itself, maybe. That all habits are bad. When you break it, you really got to break it. And harsh, violent chemical changes to my body is the best way to do that. It's the quickest. And to hell with longevity. But at the same time, it depends when, because once you get a grip, then you say, can't I have longevity too? I mean, there is such a thing as hanging up the phone after you get the message from drugs. Well, I can't find a good song. And I'm jumpy because I'm worried about what time it is. I have to do the dishes still, and I'm not allowed to have the weed stuff out while I'm not home alone. So I have some tidying up to do. Oh, I'm happy about it. I mean, I have my phone, and I have my new headphone cord, which I really like. I didn't even need it, and I'm poor, but I still bought it. And I'm not frivolous like that. Or, frivolous? Or frugal. Frivolous, I think, means spending carelessly, and frugal means not spending carelessly. I'm frugal. And I still bought this cord because I fucking love these headphones. You notice these pads here are like weird colors. I could have got these pads for $5, but these pads are like $25 to get these weird colors on it. Like, I love these headphones. I keep these headphones good. Like, these are my favorite headphones. And so, listening to music on my phone, I have renewed love for my phone. It was weird. All it took was that my batteries stopped charging because the charging port was broken, and I wasn't able to use my phone for a while, and then I had to buy a external battery charger. But then my mom said, try a different chord. And so I tried the very shortest chord and it worked instantly. So I was so happy that I didn't have to buy that stupid charger and for $20. And now, after searching on Amazon to do some shopping therapy to buy a new MP3 player, and realizing I could never get an MP3 player as good as my phone for under $50. If I wanted an MP3 player as good as my phone, it would probably be like $100. And you need touchscreen because you have to be able to move around in the song wherever you want. Because I listen to some songs that are long, like a 46-minute song, for example, called Juno Plus 79 Podcast by Ulf Eriksson. And I like the minute 28 mark, and from minute 28 to minute 38 or something about there. Something about there. Or like minute 41 or something. And to just push a button, fast forward, and have to fast forward through 28 minutes, it's fucking hard. It's like, oh my god. And then I have to do it again in 11 minutes from now or something. No, thank you. So I have a lot of renewing of love with this phone suddenly. And I mean, I have a Bluetooth thing for it now too, but I just use the phone. Anyway, so I should do some Pilates. Oh man. Yeah, how's my hair? I don't know. I don't want to have bad hair while I do Pilates. That'll mess up my... I'm really tired too. But I should probably do it, really. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna do some squats. This is the lightest band, so this should be easy. Now I hope my form is good. So far I don't feel like an asshole. This actually feels really good. Oh, here we have the boss coming. Whoa. Okay, the boss is saying it's time to stop. Actually, it's me saying that. Okay, I'm sorry to the poor boss for making the boss look worse than she is. No, that did everything. That did like fucking arms. That was the most efficient workout, I think. I'm clearly not Mr. Muscles over here, but if I had to become Mr. Muscles and only take one lift, if I had to say what's the most important lift at the gym, I'd say it's the deadlift. I'd say obviously it's the deadlift. You'd have to be a damn fool to think anything else, because you get every single thing with the deadlift, and you know there's deals. You know, buy two, get one free. You know when you're doing everything, you're getting some extra stuff too. So, yeah, that was great. And that even motivates me to drink more water now too, which I've not been doing. And I could eat apples, but the best thing to do is probably drink water. I don't know, actually. I don't know if it's better to eat. Oh. Well, you know what I could do is take some of that protein. See how that makes me feel. That'd be fun. I'm going to take 120 grams of protein. That's going to be a real stimulant. I could eat 8 bananas, drink 6 liters of water, and take 120 grams of protein. And eat 3 pounds of apples, 3 pounds of bananas, 500 grams of protein. Or no, sorry. I don't know, or 500. I scare myself, actually. Take whatever amount of grams of protein. It's 120 grams is the goal for the day. And then, so I'll get something from the bananas, and ChatGPT will tell me how much I have left to eat. Supplementing after my apples and bananas, that'll probably be about 30 grams of protein. And then so ChatGPT will say, to get 90 grams of protein, your protein powder, that was $16, fermented for 1 kilogram of 85%, I think, protein. It's either 80 or 85% protein of pea powder. So you have to take, like, I don't know, 140 grams to make the whatever amount you need. I don't know. I'm over-explaining here. And now I'm over-explaining that I'm over-explaining. I like to make mistakes as much as I can. Because I want more pain. As long as I confabulate and harm myself, I like to make it justified why I want more pain. And so that'd be my motivation for quitting weed if I quit. It would be because you're not as intelligent, and there are people sending curses at you. There are people trying to gaslight you to make you feel erased. And you're not immune. You're not like Neo from the Matrix. Or you are Neo, and Neo is also capable of being defeated. And just because you got over it once, and I paused there because really got over it once seems like you haven't gotten over it at all. Just because you got over it once and you kind of are vulnerable to it when you're high, doesn't mean you should get more vulnerable to it and more high. Just to prove how strong you are. That I could go in a volcano and nothing can break me. Well, yeah, I don't think Neo would be doing David Blaine stunts. So why don't you just eat your damn vegetables? Why don't you just drink water, eat your apples? Well, because I don't really want to eat. I would rather not eat and not drink. Or just drink water. I could do that. It is irresponsible to not eat and not drink. You'll get high too, but you might get a bit dumb from being dehydrated. Drinking water is the least invasive thing. So that's what I'm thinking I should do. And I'll sip it slowly, really. I'm not going to try to be a hero. I'm just going to go maybe 2 or 3 liters if I sip it slowly. You get like 95% retention rate if you sip it slowly. If you drink it like 500 milliliters in one chug, I think you get like 50% retention or something. Maybe even less, I forget. but something around there. I asked ChatGPT, what's the optimal then? I want to chug as fast as I can, but I want the most cost-benefit pace. And ChatGPT said you could absorb like, I think it was like 70 to 85% if you do 250 milliliters every 30 minutes. You chug that. Or something like, I think that was it. I can't fucking remember. But maybe I'm just not confident. You know, maybe I can remember. But I'm also OCD. I like to be super sure. And that's the other thing too. Where I'm kind of bitter about it. Like, I can't fucking remember. But what I'm really upset about is that I do remember, but I'm just so OCD that I have to say technically I don't remember. So I did my hair like as good as I can today. I tried to look actually good. This is actually my most presentable self. Yeah, it's gray. You know, I comb it up and it's gray underneath. And I'm exposing that. I'm saying I do appreciate form over veneer. So yeah, I will do my hair nice, even though it exposes my gray hairs. And I will look better for it. So I hope, you know, I could probably watch this video and go, oh my God, I can't post that, you know. I can't believe how much different I could look based on how I do my hair. It's literally like it makes you hot or not. Just a little bit of eyelid tape and a little bit of hairstyle. And I'm a different person. The other thing is, so you confabulate and you erase yourself, and then the voltage that you have when you're not erased is like a zillion, and you've been at zero, and you're like, bah! Like, it like makes you, it shocks you to death. You have to protect yourself from the shock. That's how big the shock is. But for a long time, you actually had that. That was actually normal for you to be that vibrant. Some people might say a psychopath is someone who's born without that vibrancy. That something happens to them in the womb or in their dad's balls before they're made. And that their brain just formed a certain way, and that's why they're like a psychopath. Because they've never experienced the wonder of existence. They've never experienced anything innocent and pure and total. Everything they've experienced has been an amalgam. Well, I should see what time it is. Like, I can't even see. Well, it doesn't really matter. 58. It's probably 1:15. I can tell by the number on the camera. I have until 2:30 to get my weed stuff out of here and to do the dishes. And so far, it's a pretty good day. I have not been confabulating for the last little while. I also woke up confabulating and I wasn't high at that point. Faith, I have a camera here. Okay? Hey, don't do that. It's okay, Hopi. I mean, she yelps like someone's attacking her when wind happens. A bird flies by and she starts yelping. They're weird dogs. And I don't like that she's sitting on the pillow with her butthole against the pillow. Now she's a hygienic dog. But that disturbs me. Faith, can you go off the couch? Faith, can you please go off the couch? Or, you know, off the pillow. You know, it disturbs me that your butt, can I move this? I have to move this. It disturbs me that her butt is on the pillow. Hygienic or not, I mean, that's too much. It would be like, it's too much. You know, it'd be like literally not wiping your ass, spreading your ass, and then sitting on a pillow. Like, no one would do that. Well, animals are different. They don't have to. No, no, no. If animals eat the same diet that people eat, the only reason you're supposed to wipe your ass in the first place is because you eat cooked food. And it's dehydrated and it's sticky and it sticks in your body.